Hello everybody. I have my historical house hunting clothes on right now, and by golly, I found one, and it's right behind me amongst these gigantic oak trees. This home is built in the 1920s, and it was the Fultons' home, Fultons of Sebring. Amongst these gigantic oak trees, we've got almost a half of an acre, and I'm gonna flip you around so you can see what I'm talking about here. So we kind of got some things in the yard right now, and it's not the most beautiful, but keep watching because you're going to see what immense amount of potential this has, especially if you are a historical home lover and have been looking for a project that you can work on, because this one has a lot of potential. So you can see my sign down here, and then there's a sidewalk that goes all the way around to basically this stop sign, okay? And this is about a half of an acre, actually a little bit more than a half of an acre. I'm not exactly sure how old these oak trees are, but I can only imagine them being at least 100 years old. They're some of the biggest oak trees I've seen. This is actually one tree, and it hangs out over the street. It's incredible. And then this is kind of cool. So the sidewalk, this is like the old days where you have a sidewalk that walks up to the front of your house. Of course, your bushes and stuff are kind of in disarray right now, but can you imagine this all manicured and looking beautiful? Now, I want to kind of paint a picture of what we've got in front of us here. So the house is old. It's 1920s, but it's very, very, it has good bones. It's got good structure to it. I am not seeing any termite damage as of yet. They've put a metal roof on, and from the best we can figure, this was done in 2017. You've got a concrete stucco finish on the outside that seems to be in very good shape. It's been painted throughout the years, so the outside structure is actually in very good workable condition. You won't have to do as much to this as you would like perhaps the landscaping and stuff. Now over here, we've got a really, really nice double car driveway that you can probably put about 8 cars in. And then up underneath is a carport that needs a new roof put on it, a new structure. But I'm going to show you some things that you can do with that too in a little bit. All right, so it does have a wood burning fireplace. And then you see these little portholes on top. That must just be attic access. So they've also put fascia, an aluminum soffit on there. So, you know, a lot of the things that are kind of a pain in the butt to do on a 2-story house have been done. I'm going to show you this carport area. So this part needs to have some stuff done to it. We can see we've got some rotting wood and stuff, but we've already got the structure, at least this area, on the Highlands County property appraiser. The house itself is about 1,650 square foot inside, and then this adds a ton along with all the exterior stuff. I think it goes up to about 2,500 square foot. And so a kind of a cool idea that you could do with this is possibly make a second story, possibly on top of this laundry area, and you have all your plumbing and stuff there, or just go in and around and behind and maybe even make a detached mother-in-law suite. But I know right now you can't see all this because we're only seeing a small part of it, but I wanted to kind of paint the picture so you'll know. Okay, so moving along, we're gonna go inside here so you can see some stuff. Before we do that, I want to show you this. So back in the old days, they used to do a stem wall type construction and put crawl space up underneath to allow you space to get up underneath there and change out your plumbing and electrical. They didn't have air conditioning and stuff back then, but this could be a place that you could run ductwork, possibly, if there's enough room for that. Okay, so the front entrance this is really cool. So you got this really wide staircase here, and you can see there was remnants that there was some kind of a door or a gate or a wrought iron something. You can kind of see right here. Can you imagine how cool that would be? Over the years, this was probably taken because it was so amazing. It'd be neat to find some pictures of this place before. You got an old light fixture that's still surviving up there that could be refinished. And then just these little decorations. You can see the trim work around the front door, which this could be really accentuated with the right colors. All right, and then inside here, this must be the original front door. You can see right here, it still says the Fultons on it. So that'd be cool to clean that up, make it shiny brass again. Okay, so inside, as soon as we close the door, any sounds of the street are gone. It's really, really quiet in here. The thing that I noticed as soon as I walked in is it's got really, really tall ceilings. And as you first look at it, yeah, it does kind of look like a mess, but there's a lot of stuff that's been done here. So if you start looking around, you see that it used to have like a, I can't think of it, stucco finish on the inside, a lath finish, I guess. But a lot of the rooms, they've already been updated to the drywall, and he's ran a new electric wiring. However, it all needs to be connected in the box. The breaker box is new as well. So this part here, fishing this wire through, is a pain in the butt, and a lot of that's been done. There's new windows and doors in a lot of it. However, some of them's not been done yet, but we have a lot of windows still laying in here for you guys to finish it up. These windows are a Geldwin window. It's a vinyl with the tilt in to clean. It is insulated. You can see the double pane glass. It has a screen, and it's a single sash. All right, so the other kind of cool thing is you look at this floor. This is the original floor. We're thinking that it's probably a red oak. There's a little bit of damage in here that can be fixed with wood putty, sanded down and refinished. Now, it's not all complete. You can see there's some parts in here that's been pieced in. However, I have a really, really good wood floor guy that can take this up and match this pattern that's in here. I don't know if you can see this. The floor kind of comes together here, and then make it so that you could barely tell that this wood floor was ever messed up. And boy, wouldn't that be cool to be able to save that. A lot of the doors and the trim are still here. These can be taken off and the paint taken out off of it and cleaned up. That might be brass up underneath there, which would be really cool. All right, and this wood floor continues on down here with the same kind of pattern. You can see we have a part here that a kind of a large part, but you can save that. Or, you know, another thing that would be kind of cool is you could change this flooring type to something a little bit different, and it's kind of like a perfect little pattern to where the fireplace would be. You could do like a mosaic tile, and then you could carry that tile up the walls all the way to the ceiling, and how dramatic that would be. This is the chimney where it comes in, where we saw from the outside. Of course, you can change this to gas or put an electric insert in there. And then here, I was thinking this would be cool. If you could keep these windows, you can have a stained glass guy come in and put stained glass on those. Or you can hang stained glass windows that you find at antique shops. And you can hang them over there, and it'll cast a really cool, colorful shadow in the house. And then you can have this all built out with wood built-ins and nice trim that matches the rest of the house. And I mean, when you walk in the front door, which is right here, what a dramatic entrance that would be. All right, so the other thing, I don't know if you ever lived in an old house before, but I grew up in one, and we had really big heavy wooden doors that would close right here. So you could separate off the room. If you can go to salvage yards and stuff, sometimes you can find this stuff, or upgrade to like the barn style doors. And wouldn't that be cool to have those to be able to shut on either side? All right, so there's a second entrance right here that comes in off of the front porch. So this could be like a little sunroom, a lounge room. And that overlooks the street with these old style jalousie windows. I guess these would be more of a casement window because they tilt out. It'd be neat to be able to clean these all up and save this somehow. What a cool feature. We'll probably take these out and have this dipped in some kind of solvent. Okay, so every old house has one of these. I don't know if you've noticed that, but it's a funny thing. Okay, so moving along here, we saw one bedroom. We're now entering into what could be another living area or a really cool kitchen. I can see a huge table in here overlooking through the glass sliding doors. And then out here, it would be really cool to have some kind of a deck off of the front so that you can sit out here with little wrought iron chairs and have your breakfast. Another thing that would be cool is if you could find some nice big wood pieces to go across the top to finish these and put it on both of them. All right, so it's already had ductwork of some sort throughout the years for air conditioning, so that's kind of cool. Don't know if any of that's salvageable or not. This goes into the kitchen, and then this is the entrance to the other two bedrooms. So this has got 3 bedrooms. We're gonna go off to the second bedroom here first. All right, so we have one little thing here that has survived the years. Looks like it's a little storage spot right now, but it's a little closet. And then you've got the drawers. Check out these old wood doors. So this might have been the pantry back in the day. All right, so we've got these wood floors. It's carried on throughout, and it's the same pattern. This one is missing this side, which we've learned that we can fix that. This one's got the drywall already ran. And then in this room, they had closets in the hallway. So right here and right here. So even, well, I can't get it open, but even back in the day, they had his and hers closets, huh? Just not near as big as they are today. Okay, so we're going off to the third bedroom. Now, I don't have any power on in here, so apologize, but this one's got its own sliding glass door too. And then the current owner's idea, which I think is excellent, is to put a deck on the back of this whole entire side of the house, connecting all 3 bedrooms, so that you can walk out in any of the bedrooms and have a cup of coffee in the morning. Isn't that cool? This would be a great Airbnb. Still answered the phone. Okay, so in here, let's see here. We've got connections for the sink and the toilet. This is gonna be pretty cool if you can find some kind of like a pedestal sink and, you know, just kind of keep with the old look of it. Maybe some really cool old mosaic tile. And here's your closet. Okay, so we don't have the same flooring in here, which is okay. You know, this is a bathroom, so this would be cool just to do some kind of a neat old tile in here. All right, so this is a little storage area at the end, which also could have been a pantry. And then we've got the kitchen. So the kitchen is a really good size. It overlooks the backyard, which is really pretty. We have another one of the probably original doors here. And then this goes out to a really, really cool screen porch. It's nice and big. It's all concrete. And then that goes out to the laundry room and under the carport, which that door's locked. So we're going to go out this other side here. Here's another one of those newer windows. And breaker box here. This might be a generator hookup right there. Okay, there's a sidewalk that walks around the back half of the house here and up to this screen area. There's another bunch of these big oak trees. The yard is probably at least 15 degrees cooler than it is out on the street. And then the sidewalk walks around to the carport area. Okay, so this room is the laundry area. It's got a newer hot water heater in here. But again, it's going to need a little bit of ceiling work. All right, I'm going to take you around to show you where that possible deck would be. This is the sliding glass doors off of where the dining room is going to be. So this is where I was thinking might be kind of cool to put a little, just a little place to put a couple of those chairs. You can sit out here. The house itself might be neat to have those awnings put on it, like they did back in the old days. And then you could sit up underneath that awning with your little wrought iron chairs. A little place to have a fireplace or a fire pit. Okay, so this is one of the bedroom's windows. And then sliding glass door, sliding glass door, sliding glass door. So all along the side here. And then you're up underneath this canopy of trees. The other thing that would be kind of cool is to put from the front face of the house over is a privacy fence. So when you're back here, you know, you can just sit back here and have your own little privacy. And then you could put some really cool plants along this side of it with bird feeders. And it'd be like a little oasis out here. Okay. Well, I think we've pretty much tackled this fella. What do you guys think? Kind of a cool project, huh? Something you don't see very often. So if you guys have any other questions about this house or would like to schedule your own private showing, you know how to get a hold of me. But if you don't, my number is 863-446-0908. And can't wait to show this little guy off. See you guys.